Everyone thinks this penguin is lost. They see it walking alone across endless ice, far from the group, far from safety, and they assume something went wrong. They think it's confused, weak, abandoned. But what if I told you this penguin is doing exactly what it's supposed to do? What if this image explains why you feel stuck, unmotivated, or disconnected from your life, even though you know you're capable of more? This story isn't about a penguin. It's about you. When penguins leave their group, they don't do it randomly. They don't wake up one day and decide to suffer. They leave when it's time to hunt. Food isn't close, it's far away. The journey is cold, silent, and dangerous. And here's the key part: no one can walk it for them. They must leave the warmth of the group, the safety of numbers, and step into isolation, not because they want discomfort, but because comfort doesn't keep them alive. Movement does. Humans aren't that different. We also reach moments in life where staying comfortable slowly starts to destroy us. Moments where scrolling, avoiding, waiting, and distracting ourselves feels safe, but keeps us stuck. Deep down, you know when it's time to move. You feel it. That quiet tension, that restlessness, that sense that your life could be more but isn't. And yet, instead of walking forward, we hesitate. Because unlike penguins, humans have something dangerous: endless comfort. Your brain was not designed for this world. It was designed to survive threats, not manage notifications, social media, dopamine hits, and constant stimulation. So when you wake up with good intentions, when you tell yourself, "Today I'll start," your brain immediately looks for the safest option. And safety today looks like comfort. You check your phone, you scroll, just for a minute, and somehow the day disappears. Not because you're lazy, not because you're weak, but because your brain is doing its job. Your brain's priority is survival, not success, not achievement, not your dreams, survival. It doesn't care about your goals. It cares about minimizing risk. So when you think about changing your life, your brain doesn't see opportunity, it sees uncertainty. And uncertainty feels like danger. Effort means discomfort. Discomfort means stress. Stress feels unsafe. So your brain does what it always does. It pulls you back to comfort. A quick dopamine hit, a distraction, an escape. And the more you repeat this pattern, the more your brain learns. Whenever life feels hard, avoid it. This is how habits form. Not because you chose them consciously, but because your brain optimized for comfort. And eventually, you start to believe the lie: "I'm lazy. I lack discipline. I'm not built like other people." But look again at the penguin. It's not lazy when it stands still. It's conserving energy. And when it moves with purpose. Here's something most people don't realize: feeling stuck is often a sign of transition. It's the moment right before movement, but we interpret it as failure. We compare ourselves to others. We see people who look ahead, more confident, more successful, and we assume they're different. They're not. They just kept walking when it felt lonely. Let's talk about motivation. Motivation is not the solution. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings are unreliable. They come and go. No penguin waits to feel inspired before walking across ice. No animal negotiates with comfort. They move because survival demands it. Humans, however, wait. We wait until we feel ready. We wait until conditions are perfect. We wait until fear disappears. And while we wait, life passes. This is where perfectionism enters. Perfectionism isn't discipline. It's fear disguised as standards. You wait for the perfect plan, the perfect moment, the perfect mindset. But perfect never comes. And while you wait, you stay safe but stagnant. You live in the fantasy of progress without ever risking failure. Here's the truth: most people avoid failure is not the opposite of success. Inaction is. When you fail, you learn. When you do nothing, you learn nothing. Every person you admire has failed more times than you have tried. The difference is simple: they kept moving. They accepted discomfort. They walked when it felt cold and lonely. And yes, walking alone is hard. People won't understand. They'll say you've changed, that you're distant, that you're too serious. Just like people look at that penguin and think something is wrong. They don't see the destination. They don't see the internal shift happening inside you. Growth is quiet. Discipline doesn't announce itself. So how does real change happen? Not with massive plans, not with overnight transformations, but with small actions, repeated. One small step that feels manageable. One action your brain can tolerate without panic. Each step teaches your brain something important. This discomfort is not dangerous. And slowly, something changes. What once felt impossible starts to feel normal. This is how habits are built. This is how discipline forms. Not through motivation, but through repetition. Your environment matters more than you think. If your phone is next to you, you'll check it. If your space is chaotic, your mind will be too. If distraction is everywhere, focus becomes impossible. This isn't a willpower problem. It's a design problem. Successful people don't rely on willpower. They design their environment to make the right action easier and the wrong one harder. Now let's return to the penguin. It doesn't know exactly how long the journey will be. It doesn't know what it will face, but it walks anyway, because staying still is more dangerous than moving forward. So if you feel alone right now, good. It means you're walking. If progress feels slow, good. That means you're building something real. And if no one understands your path, remember this: the penguin wasn't lost. It was hunting. Keep walking.